find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Minnesota Vikings. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On second down now, Clifton, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. Brady now to throw. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one good for 24 yards.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Either just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. Clifton. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You foresee incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And the Vikings are going to beef up their secondary here. 6 DBs on 3rd. Snap comes at 1, and it's Brady. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Howard. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to make it 4th down. 4th down, so Jake Camardo is out there. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. He'll field this at the 5. For a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
Ready, break!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Here's Jones. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Brady going to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to get in the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block him. They were on him in a hurry.
The sack backs him up 3rd and long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucs. They'll drop the throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
And what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Here's Jake Camardo now. Fielded at the 20. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of the game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now back to throw. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
The Vikings had 0-3 here to begin the campaign, and you hate to have to say it this early in the season, but getting close to must-win time, is it not?
And I totally understand why you expressed it that way, because it's so early in the season, it feels like hyperbole. But I think you are spot on this one. Yes, there's still time to turn things around, but they've got to start to win right now if they have any hopes of trying to make the playoffs.
Back to throw now on first down. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Cook up the gut. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, this defense for the Bucs, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. We're scoreless after 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Man, that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Let's go now.
Back to the ground, Cook. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll set up to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. They'll set up a throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And his kick is good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So they were able to win that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there, showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
Brady now on 1st down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
2nd and 12, operating from the 39.
To throw is Brady. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Brady to throw again. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan.
And the Vikings are going to get it back here just past the 35.
I think this is a situation where the quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a single car and say, listen, it's 3rd and 1. I mean, it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If you don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They'll try the middle with Cook. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Aaron Donald able to record his 5th sack of the season.
But he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
First down, Clifton. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Brady. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now a give, right side. Clifton. The ball still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run. So now a little soul searching on 4th down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop it. The football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Again, it's Cook. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. On the return is Jones. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Now Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. He's got a man, complete. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Brady. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's got room. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Brady to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Brady. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And oh, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
There is something to a game plan when trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Clifton. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 42. And obviously well short of the 1st down.
Partner, when you're not able to run the ball successfully, it really messes everything up for an offense because no longer are you setting the tone and dictating the game. If you do want to throw the ball, play action's kind of gone out the window because they don't respect the run. And last but not least, you don't get to dictate it all when you want to throw the football. And that really hurts you as an offense.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that will tie us at 3-3. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they'll have time for 1 play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair. Just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, but he opted for the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles, so as we start the 3rd quarter. Oh, what a juke into space! And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, Never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Here we go, here we go.
Second and 1. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Right back to Cook for another completion.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Here we go.
Second down and 8.
19 tight, 19 tight. Back and 60.
Back to throw again. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5.
70,
They'll run with Cook. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. They're going to look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal.
Here is Cook on third and goal. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown.
Dalvin Cook, his third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, Charles, you and I said in intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here to their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Brady going to throw. His throw incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Brady. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the first stretch to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And taken right on the 30. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. He'll look to throw. Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 50 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Back to throw here. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
And his kick here is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So the lead extended. I think at this point you say, hey, defense, take us to the end.
If I got some good music to put to that, I could have a good country hit. I like the way you express yourself there. I think the offense has done enough so far. But like you say, if your defense is only giving up 3 points, it makes it a lot easier to settle for field goals on this side of the ball.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail by 10, 13-3 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brady. This is caught by Evans. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter.
Buccaneers 3.
On 1st down, Brady.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. And until that point, we haven't seen Julio Jones. That's hard to believe here this late in the game.
And no one more frustrated than Julio Jones because receivers feed off of catches. That's their fuel, and that's also their affirmation. He hasn't been getting much of that in this game, and their team is losing, and he wants to have a better effect on the game.
Just the first connection, Ryan to Jones there.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the 1st down.
Brady now to throw.
And that nearly intercepted. A free safety roaming into position, almost had it, but it's 2nd down.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Brady. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the Vikings are going to have the football here at their own 45-yard line. Well, time was certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances with that interception before hitting a slim chance of victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly. And what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
60 Maverick! 60 Maverick! Hurry, hurry! Hurry, hurry!
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Middle of the field to Jefferson.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? I don't like any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And this offense on 3rd down today, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw. Cook makes the catch on the out route. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
It's so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Running for the first time with a fullback, C.J. Ham. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively, kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering where they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and just a yard.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They got 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator is going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Okay, ready?
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Left side, Cook. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, They want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Quick slant here to Smith. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be fourth down.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Cameron Bynum. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he stuck the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay her.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Cook going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. Got to figure now after getting that turnover they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. Saying, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Clifton. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now a give, right side. Clifton. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. To rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try to find some targets in the open field and downfield.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now Brady got to have this one. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Come on. Hey.
And they take a knee. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. It was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shot.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought that would be the last points of the game?
The second half, the adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Minnesota, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season here in Week 4. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets.